Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about farming a Prosecutor, because this week Prophecy is the farmable dungeon. The first boss is where you get this weapon, and honestly, outside of the summoner, probably the best auto rifle for Crucible. I just got this last night. One of my first games was a survival game, 3v3, and I got 26 kills because it's just incredible. Now I've gone for a full stability roll, tap the trigger, Zen moments, ricochet rounds, small bore with a stability masterwork. What you probably want is Zen moments and target lock, which just makes the gun incredible, and it's something I'm still looking to get. However, this version of it is also very, very good. So you want to get something with stability, with a little bit of range, but hopefully with target lock, because it's just unbelievable. If you've ever been killed by this weapon in Crucible, you know how good it is, and there's a way to farm it, and it's very easy. You can do it solo. However, my footage is just in a team of 2 because I just think it's a little bit easier. You can one phase the boss a little bit easier. Now you are going to be using the Lament. So with the Laments, you want to have a few things on your character, which I've actually unequipped now because I've got the weapon that I want. But you want as many Lucent Blades as you can hold. I think 3 is the maximum, so that, you know, your energy and recharge rate with your equipped sword is faster. And then also as well, you want Solar Surge on your boots, which gives more damage for your Lament. So basically those are the 2 things you need. However, if you've got 2 people, you'll one phase this easily without even having them on. Now you don't need this, but I use Well of Radiance so I can drop it on the boss, protect us from enemies while also, you know, increasing the damage a little bit. The boss does move around, so it's pretty difficult. I use Phoenix Dive just to keep myself alive because there are a lot of enemies and they do hit very hard. And I also just use Solar Grenade if I'm desperate and need to kill a whole bunch of ads, because there are a lot of Scions here who beat the hell out of you. So generally, just need something to heal and a protective Well of Radiance. Your other teammate, if you're running into 2, can do some big damage with a big damage super. So it's really up to you. If you do it solo, I would suggest obviously doing it on Well of Radiance. However, it can be a bit more difficult because I think you need to pretty much 2 phase the boss, not 1 phase the boss. So it can be a bit funky. I also go with a Luna's Howl with Incandescent. Any weapon that causes things to explode with Incandescent is going to be really good here because there are a lot of ads. But pretty much any shotgun with a high impact is going to do really well here because you can just 1-2 shot the bosses. And you want to put on a major spec as well, because the knights that you're killing, you're doing more damage to them. And that's about the setup that you need. Now, one thing about the Warlock and why I suggest you use it is you need heat rises to get up and glitch out to get through to the first boss area. It's not really a glitch, but it's a shortcut. So with heat rises, you hold it to consume your grenade, and then your jump is more floaty and it lasts longer and you can stay in the air. However, there is a little bit of a weird interaction with the side of the pipe, which just carries you all the way up. Most people will have to use sparrows to get up there, or swords. And if you are in a different class and you need to find out how to do it, there are going to be plenty of videos out there on how to get your class up the pipe. And if you want to watch their video instead of continuing watching mine, I totally get it. So once you are at the starting area, you want to place your raid banner and rally up, jump into the little white toland in front of you, and it will start the encounter. In this encounter, there are 4 platforms above you. 2 of them have dark beams coming out of them, 2 of them have light beams coming out of them, and you are going to slam your gambit motes into the corresponding light depending on the knights you kill and how you kill them. So as you run around here, you're going to notice that knights are spawning, and the area around you, the environment, has very specific areas that have either shadow or light. If you kill a knight when you're standing in the light, not when it's in the light, when you're in the light, it will drop light motes, 3 of them to be specific. They are very much like Gambit, where when you run over them, sometimes they just don't pick up, so you might have to circle back and get them. For the dark motes, you need to be standing in the shadows regardless of where the knight is. So wherever you're standing will indicate what motes they drop. You need 5 motes in total to slam 1 of the beams. Each kill on a knight is 3 motes. So basically you need to kill 2 knights from the dark to slam 1 beam, another 2 knights from the dark to slam the other dark beam, and then the same for the lights as well. So if you're in a team of 2, have 1 person get the lights, 1 person gets the dark. However, I will say, and it's very frustrating that it does this, when you slam into any of the beams, the environment will change, the boss room will change, the shadows will move. So if you are looking to kill a knight and you're standing in the light and it's like in a dark area and you've shot it with your shotgun, it needs 1 hit to be killed, and you're like, yes, I finally will get my light motes to slam. your teammate jumps up and slams his one into the platform, the shadows will move. Now, visually, the shadows will take a few seconds to move to the new area. However, in terms of interaction, it will switch instantly. So if you're in the lights and your teammate slams it, the dark will initially just go straight on top of you. So as soon as you kill your knight, it will drop dark motes. So if your teammate's going to slam, basically don't kill the knight until the shadows have completely moved and you know where the shadows are, because otherwise the interactions will mess up. You want to be able to get the ones that you're looking for and not accidentally pick up another mote that you don't want. So as soon as the shadows start to move, stop shooting at your knight. Make sure that you're in the correct place for you to get the motes that you want. Once you have slammed all 4 of the motes, the boss will become vulnerable. So what we were doing was I would run over and drop my well, and DPJ was throwing the arc staff for the hunter because it does a good chunk of damage. Then you just want to surround him and use the lament. So the lament you need to charge up by blocking. Once you've charged it up for a couple of seconds, you want to do the combo of 4 light swipes and 1 heavy swipe. What that will do basically is once you've charged it up, it will hit multiple times on every hit. So if both of you are doing that, you're going to take down at least 2/3 of his health, or close to 2/3 of his health, with 1 set of combos each. Then you run out of steam. So you need to basically do a couple of moves, couple of hits, throw down your grenades or whatever you need to do to add extra damage. And then after a few seconds, I think it's like 5 or 6 seconds, you'll be able to charge up again and do a few extra hits while it's charged up. It's finicky and it's weird, like I don't understand the interaction of it at all, but if you have the Lucent Blades and the Solar Surge, you're going to be doing a lot more damage and you'll be able to charge it a lot quicker than we were. We were doing it without these things and still very easily one-phasing them. But what I will say is if you're not doing like tremendous amounts of damage, even though you're still going to one-phase him, partly into the damage phase, goblins will spawn and they will literally shield the boss from across the map. So if you start to hear things spawn in and you see goblins, kill them as quickly as possible just to save you the headache of having to find them. If you see where they're actually connected to, just go over and kill them while your teammate's still attacking the boss, and you will just do enough damage to wipe out. If you're doing this solo, when I've done it solo, I usually have to do 2 sets of damage phases, because for me I just wasn't doing enough damage on my own because I was using well. But there are probably other ways to do it, like you could probably use like something like Legend of Acreus with Arc Surge and things tied to Arc, and damage supers instead. But I'm just not that type of player. I like to protect myself, I like to stay alive, because I'd much rather get it done in 2, maybe 3 phases than get to close to 1 phase and just die and then have to start again. That's just my preference. However, the boss can be soloed quite easily, not for me because I suck, but if you 2-man it, each boss kill under 10 minutes from when you spawn into the dungeon to when you kill them, then you just reset the instance, go back in and do it over and over and over again. The boss here right now will drop a bond, a set of boots, the Prosecutor, which you want, but also will drop the Relentless, which is a pulse rifle. Now, probably not the best pulse rifle in the game, but it looks decent to me. I haven't used it yet. It has some great rolls, so look out for that too. But Prosecutor is what you want with target lock, Zen moment, and stability, because it's unreal. It's unbelievable. So I hope this helped. If it did, make sure you are farming that prophecy dungeon, and make sure you tell me what rolls you already have or what you get when you are farming it. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.